Become a channel member and support the content. You also get access to exclusive videos. You'll get an emote next to your name in the comments. The link for that can be found next to the subscribe button or in the description. And if you'd rather get your coins direct rather than roll the dice with FIFA points, head to u7buy.com and at checkout use the code TVM for a discount. The link can be found down below. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to a brand new video with EA announcing Future Stars to start on Friday. I thought it would be a good idea, as we do, to have a look at the potential cards we could be getting on Friday. I would imagine it's going to be split into two teams, so we'll just do a bunch right now. Kicking things off with our one and only goalkeeper from Shakhtar, Trubin, with a pretty decent card. I've gone and given them decent cards for the most part. You know, there's a couple of 85s, 86s here or there, but for the most part they are 87 plus. And in fact, there are quite a few 88, 89 and 90 rated cards. Hoping that EA go a little bit overboard with the ratings and kick on from here, and every sort of promo that we get, we have big usable cards. Wirtz up next from Leverkusen. I don't have like massive individual stats. My criteria for this was to have a look to see if they played for the senior side, if they were under the age of 21, and how well they've done so far this season, and taking into consideration last season as well. Baron Ataya up next. He has been around for a little while, considering he's still very young. I'm not sure whether EA will choose him, but he is still in that category of high potential, not that old, and in and around the first team. And like I said, that's kind of what I'm looking for with these players, really. They needed to have played a couple of senior games and to be showing some degree of promise, as is Calafiori, maybe? Left back for Roma. Great pace, good defending, decent dribbling, very good physical, not great in the way of passing or anything. Would be a semi-usable card. My biggest... well, the thing I look forward to the most, then, should we say, is Future Stars every year. Musiala for Bayern Munich up next. Quite a few English players playing in Germany these days, more and more as every transfer window progresses as well. I have two in this video. Bayern Munich have one of them. See if you can guess the other in the comments before we get there. Going to the Premier League for the first time. SILVA for Wolves. I'm not sure if he was a Future Stars last year, actually, before he transferred to Wolves. I can't quite remember. I should maybe have looked at that. My bad if he was, because he'll probably not get chosen again. But decent pace, very good shooting, very good dribbling as well. Physical and passing could let him down slightly, but looks like a decent card. Xerxes has just moved from Bayern to Parma. Obviously, the dynamic image won't have a Bayern shirt when he's at Parma, but he's only literally just moved this, so there isn't one of him in a Parma shirt. But would be quite nice. It wouldn't be the best of cards, but it would be quite nice to have him. Moving on to PEDRI of Barca. There is, of course, another left wing we could take from Barca. His name is Fati, but is he really a future star? Because in my opinion, he's already a star. You know, he's already got a very high-rated card. He's probably going to get more. Well, I say that, he's injured, isn't he, I think. But if he does come back before the end of the season, he'll probably get more. So I've gone with PEDRI. Good-looking card there as well. Maldini of Milan. Not the only Milan player mentioned in this video, but definitely one that I think EA will pick up on. Decent card for an 86. I mean, you know, like I said, it's difficult to pinpoint where EA are going to go with it, because everyone thought Team of the Year would contain 99s, and it didn't. So EA may go completely the opposite way. Reina would be a card I'd be very surprised not to see there, although there are two potential, I should say, from Dortmund. Reina being the first one. Good pace, decent dribbling, very good passing, 88 rated card. A lot of these cards have poor stamina. For some reason, you'd think as youngsters they'd have the best stamina. I'm hoping EA give them good physicals. Broja up next. Probably said that completely wrong. But for an 85 rated card, that has the potential to be something not special, but just a little bit different. Something usable. 90 pace, 87 shooting. Not bad dribbling, I suppose. Moving on to Pacheco. CDM. Very well rounded, actually. Can't score, can't shoot, but is a CDM, so you wouldn't really expect him to. Not the paciest of players, but with a shadow, you never know, could cause some problems here or there. Tracking back and agility, mobility, and so on is going to be very, very good. Neco Williams, I do have another Liverpool player in mind, although I've not featured him in this video. Of course, it is Curtis Jones. He was one of the ones I actually thought we were going to get it last year, but he didn't. Neco Williams this year. Good pace, decent defending, great physical. Not great on the passing and dribbling, and definitely not on the shooting. But it would be nice to get a Liverpool player this year, please, EA. Moving on to Doku. I think move from Anderlecht to Stade Rennais would be one of the pacier players with very good dribbling. Unfortunately, even though I've boosted the shooting, passing, and physical quite a lot already, he still falls short of those sort of requirements, in my opinion. Moving on to one of two potential Ajax players. Now, I've gone with Gravenberch because he is still very, very young and has very high potential, and I personally would prefer this card over the next one. But I think because he's already got like one of those, what is it, like a objective foundation things, I don't think they'll go for Gravenberch. I actually think they're going to plump for Antony. Now, again, kind of like Fatty, but not quite as established as him. He already has an inform 81. He's playing very well for Ajax, who are also playing quite well this season. So I'm not sure whether they'll go for either of them, and they might just sort of throw a curveball in there and go for a completely random player. KULUSEVSKI, again, much like a lot of the people on the list already, really, he's already making a name for himself with Juve. He's already won a trophy with them, of course, and he's still getting in and around the first team quite regularly, but it would be really nice to get a Future Stars card of KULUSEVSKI, because 91 pace with 89 dribbling is going to be very, very nice. I'm not going to try and pronounce the name of this guy. He moved from PSG to Saint Etienne. I'm not even sure if there was a transfer fee involved. There probably was, and I just completely skipped out on it. But this guy is doing very, very well this season. He already has goal contributions for Saint Etienne, goals and assists, passing it around. Not the best, but still relatively well. Good card. Moving on to, I'm going to call him HAUGE, but I probably got it wrong. But either way, very good pace for this striker. Unfortunately, does sort of fall down by the wayside for dribbling and shooting. Definitely with his passing and physical as well. But again, they've been boosted fairly heavily, and I've tried to give them the rating based on the hype around the player as well. Moving on to Jude Bellingham, another English player playing in Germany. There is another one as well, but I think he may get a ones to watch rather than a Future Stars card. Anyway, 86 pace, 83 shooting, 91 passing, 89 dribbling, and good physical as well. This would be probably one of the most expensive players in the Future Stars promo, but not expensive as Camavinga. This guy would be unreal. And to be fair, I've been a little bit harsh with stats as well. I have boosted him quite generously. However, I feel like he could be a little bit higher in some cases. Maybe not overall, but with his stats in general, I think he could be higher. But Camavinga is, without a shadow of a doubt, in line for a Future Stars card, as is SAKA of Arsenal. Doing very well for them this season. Already has an inform, I believe, but why not top him up a little bit more with a Future Stars card? They had Martinelli last year, of course. I would not be surprised to see SAKA in there at all. Great pace, dribbling and passing with very good physicals, actually, and decent shooting for a winger. Nice card. But the one I'm most looking forward to, and if they don't do it, I will literally cry, it is Ryan Cherki. 5-star skills, 5-star weak foot. If they could just boost that stamina, honestly, it's all I really need from him. If they release the same card that he has, which I think is like 70 rated or 74 rated, if they just released that with 85 stamina, I'd be happy. They wouldn't even need to boost the rest of the stats. But, you know, as a Future Stars card, you might as well give him 85 plus stamina, make the rest of the stats really attractive, and I will pay through the nose for this guy. Big fan of him. I think he's only 17 in real life, despite the fact that he looks about 36 with a mortgage and 3 kids. But there we are. That's what lockdown does to you. If you have enjoyed this set of Future Stars cards, please let me know which one you would like to see the most in the comment section down below. I'm fully aware that I've probably left quite a few out. Otherwise, the video could, the video could have been double in length, and I could have put an extra, 20 in there. So many promising youngsters coming through. But as there's likely to be Team 2, we'll have a look to see who they release on Friday. Then we'll do Team 2 over the weekend, and we'll have a look at the ones that maybe I didn't include and EA didn't include, and they may include on the following Friday. If you have enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, of course, and until the next time, goodbye.
Join the Betting Rebellion and find out what your football knowledge is really worth.